Hey, how's it going everyone out there? My name is Jakejames Lugo and welcome to my channel. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Dock Pro 60 from IOGear. Big shout outs to them for sending this over to me to take a look at for you guys. What this allows you to do is to connect a whole bunch of different devices and connect via HDMI to any sort of like monitor or television screen, sometimes outputting up to 4K if you're actually outputting 4K type of quality stuff, but it allows you to connect to your Nintendo Switch, your tablet, a laptop, your mobile phone, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it has USB-C, connections on it, which is pretty cool. So I wanted to take a look at this, see what it's all about, especially how it works with the Nintendo Switch. Okay, so here I've already pulled out of the package the Dock Pro from IOGear. Again, I expected this to be a little bit bigger than what I thought, considering the packaging, but it looks pretty sleek. It has a bunch of different ports, including different USB-C ports, as well as also HDMI out, and a few other connectors where you can connect different power cables and such to charge up some of your devices. But again, this is mostly to be used to connect certain devices, to up-res up to 4K, or at least, display whatever it is on a 4K compatible device or screen, like a monitor or a TV or something. But I was skimming through some of the quick guide stuff, just to go through it and actually see what really this could be used for. And again, it shows on here that, again, some of the different hardware installation, some of the devices you can connect to it, including, your mobile devices, your smartphone devices. You could also connect different, keyboards, as well as also mice, which is pretty cool. Your Nintendo Switch, which is what it brands itself to, which is pretty cool. Some of the other stuff, again, some of the portable views, again, the front, the back, it has, again, USB-C ports as HDMI port for up to 4K. Has a USB-A Gen 1, a USB 2.0. Pretty damn cool, pretty interesting, again, for your tech buffs out there. Not really much else inside here in the quick start guide. Again, just shows you how to connect the Nintendo Switch with various different things, and also how to connect some of your other devices as well. But I'm actually going to try to connect this to both my, my laptop, as well as also my TV, just to see what it's like, in practice. See if someone like me could actually get some use out of this, something interesting, with this. So here we are. I've already got the Dock Pro connected to a bunch of stuff. You guys could see like all the different wires and stuff, so it gets a little bit crowded here. And actually has that one cable that came with the actual Dock Pro connected to my Nintendo Switch. What this pretty much acts is very similar to the Nintendo Switch dock to connect to your TV. Now, it doesn't necessarily blow up the image to 4K unless you have a 4K TV that could stretch out whatever image that it's projecting on there to 4K, but this doesn't actually necessarily do that. However, looking on my TV now, you guys can't see it. The game does look pretty good. Right now I have Smash Brothers going on, which I have my GameCube controller connected to it. But as I'm looking at this here, do I necessarily think it's worth it kind of going through this entire setup in order to have my Nintendo Switch connected to it? Very similar to how I would with my own Nintendo Switch dock. I don't necessarily think so. I think it's a cool little novelty to do something like this. Again, it looks pretty good on screen. It looks very, very nice, very clean overall, but it doesn't necessarily blow it up to 4K. Again, you're not going to take whatever image that the Nintendo Switch is projecting and turn it into 4K magically. It just doesn't work that way. Especially if that was the case where it was going to stretch it out. It's not going to stretch it out to have like pixelated version of like, a 1080p video or something. But it still looks pretty good overall. I just think that this like whole setup here, everything with the cables, including the HDMI cable, the power cable, which you have to connect this to your actual AV input, your actual power outlet, as well as also connect this cable to the Nintendo Switch, which acts like the dock, or at least, the Nintendo Switch dock, very similar to your own Switch dock. And then, of course, your controllers. Now, the other thing I don't understand as of yet, because I haven't really messed around with it, is if I could actually play other Nintendo Switch games pretty much in the same way that I would when I have it connected to my regular dock. So like if I take out the Joy-Con controllers, I'm pretty sure it'll probably play similar like that. But if I'm just playing games normally, again, I can't use the Joy-Cons when it's connected like this. I would have to detach them in order to use the Joy-Con controllers like normally. So again, this seems like this is like what the ideal setup would be for something like Smash Brothers, but for other games, this might not be the best way to go. You're better off playing in portable mode or playing in a different way, again, using the Joy-Con controllers and stuff. So that's how it is displaying the IOGear Dock Pro with the Nintendo Switch. Let's check out some of the other stuff that this thing could actually do. Alright, so here I am again. One of the funny things about this is that in order to kind of see the other functionality of the dock here, I have to have other devices that connect via USB-C, which is, again, I'm referring to the manual here, or the quick start guide for the IOGear dock. The big problem is that I don't have any other devices that connect via USB-C in order to go into the dock here and then go directly into my monitor, which is connected via HDMI. Now, I just noticed one other thing which I find very interesting is that you need to have another separate power cable, again, similar to my Nintendo Switch power cable, in order to connect this device to your actual power outlet, which is a shame because this device doesn't come with a power adapter. It doesn't come with any sort of connection whatsoever. It only comes with the USB cable, the USB-C cable, and also the HDMI cable, which is pretty much a bummer. But the other thing too is that obviously I'm able to connect via USB some of my other devices like my keyboard and my mice and stuff, but I can't connect any other devices like, an Android device, a Mac, or any other PC that connects via USB-C in order to go into this. So that's pretty much a shame. So that's something of note, but really the bigger taking point besides the stuff with the Nintendo Switch that I mentioned is that you definitely need another power cable, which is this one. This is the one I use for my Nintendo Switch to connect to this device in order to power it up. So just a note of importance there, just for you guys that are interested in something like this or something very similar. So that was at least my discovery as far as messing around with this IOGear dock. So overall, can I really recommend the Dock Pro 60 from IOGear to you guys? I think this is only really an extra gadget or an extra device for people that have a bunch of different types of devices they want to connect to their TV. Maybe they have a different device or game system or something that allows it to output at 4K, or at least has a 4K monitor they could really use something like this with. But as far as anybody else, like the casual gamer or just a casual tech fan, I can't really recommend it, especially with the fact that it doesn't even really come with an actual, power outlet adapter, or at least, one that you could connect to your power outlet. That's a pretty much a shame, and it's something I feel like a lot of different tech, accessories, new stuff that you could buy now are starting to do that. It's been happening over the last couple years, but I still think that you should actually include something like that, especially when, possibility that the people that are picking this up might not actually have an additional power adapter, or again, they might not even own a Nintendo Switch. But either way, those are just my thoughts about this Dock Pro from IOGear. Let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comment section. Tell me, do you guys enjoy these types of videos? Do you guys enjoy little gadgets like this, or any other different types of tech accessories that you might have experience with? Talk to me about them down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video, everyone. Make sure you guys check out some of these other videos in the boxes after the credits, and don't forget to visit my Patreon page via the annotations for more exclusive content. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Peace out, and stay epic, everybody.